Okay, so we're ending the pre-stream now. Give me 1 second.
Dimitri, do you remember when we tried playing D&D together in real life? and Michael handed me the notebook that had like your guys' last campaign's notes in it, and it was literally only 2 pages, and one of the pages said cement block, and that was all.
This is the last page. This is
What
the
does
last
that
page I
mean?
had in the. This is what I had
Cement
last
block
session.
kindling.
The last thing I have
One more time,
written in my notes. The last thing I have written in my notes is Melinda Brooklyn is a bitch.
That's so on God.
Period.
The last
Okay.
thing, like, actually wrote down notes was before Ink Mommy's death.
LOL.
It's 1 page between them. It's just
Lord Dimitri, do you know what I'm talking about, bro?
yes, it's in the rest of it.
Is this also the notebook?
Yeah.
This is the original one?
Mhm.
You have Michael's original note where it was just like 3 pages or 2 pages and it just had the randomest shit on it and we had no idea what it meant.
Waterdeep, right here.
Oh boy. It was before Waterdeep.
This is
Oh,
all
it was
the
a
notes.
Faerun campaign? Nice.
I can't see him.
Anyways, so, welcome to session 11 of Group 3. How is everybody doing tonight?
I'm exhausted.
Doing great.
Fair enough.
Woo!
Fair
I
enough.
jumped
We
out
are
of
starting
plane.
a lot later
Oh,
than
no.
I had hoped, and that was mostly my fault. I apologize.
It was my fault. Don't pass the blame on yourself. That was
Yeah,
me.
you
Well,
really don't have
no,
to
you
pass any
joined.
blame.
You were a little bit late, but then
No,
I
no.
still had like a whole ass hour of getting the stream set up.
Listen, it's
Blaming the
everyone's
bear.
fault.
We're blaming
Yeah,
the bear.
especially
Wait a
Dennis.
minute.
We blame the
For
bear
real.
in this group.
Guys, it is literally just my fault. I want to put that out there.
Oh my god. Okay. So, it has been a good minute since our last session. Where did we leave off with our
We were
group?
about to get our shit messed up.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Alright, so when last we met, we did some shopping around the town, got our bearings after Erud was attacked by a Quasit. Went around the town, finished any errands we may have had, researched some things at the library, and eventually went on to begin our journey to Abyssalus. Or, no, not that. Later. That's soon. That's the future.
That's
Fucking, what's the island called?
It is it doesn't really have a name because because it is dominated by the Amathian mines.
Begin our journey to the Amathian mines to parley with a dragon by the name of Charybdis before Zeus can. And on the way, we meet some friendly fellows, again, who I forget the name of. Fucking.
There was a
The
leaf,
Red Order?
a leaf of the jagged teeth,
Leaf, a friendly fish person.
which
Not quite the
it's
same type of fish person as our funny fish Cusco, but different type of fish person. He seemed to know something about Echne, very interested in that for the future. And then eventually we get on a wagon and meet someone who has a name that seems very familiar, but I'm sure that will not have any relevance to what comes next. We board the ship, talk around a little bit, meet all of the crew, the captain, the mage on board, who I don't like the look of that one. That mage is a piece of work, that. And go to bed for the night, when eventually we notice we aren't quite heading on course for the mines as intended. We discuss this with the captain, who seems to be in a bit of a suboptimal state, very not in his own mind, literally, probably. And as we are doing this, we begin to notice something wrong with the mage as well, who then starts speaking in terrible demonic speak and threatens to kill us all. So that's about where we are.
yeah, that's that's pretty accurate to what is going on at the moment. Let me get some. Let me finalize some shit. That's not the right one. It is, but like not technically.
I tried dispelling his magic, charming him, and just straight up cutting him, and he basically said, "Get fucked, nerd." And it was not a good time.
Lamau.
A real treat.
It was a real treat. I don't even think I got one hit point off of the man.
Oh no, you did. You did.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yippee!
Yippee!
Though I think it would be just one.
I do believe it is just one.
Listen, if it bleeds, we can kill
I
it.
forget exactly how much damage you rolled, and it's probably way too far up in the chat for me to find.
I'll find it. Don't worry, Mom.
matters.
On
You
it,
can
boys.
just, however,
boys.
you can just re-roll that damage when we get started in a second,
Oh.
if you want to.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Okay.
Not loaded.
Let me verify everything.
What? 16 piercing damage? That definitely came from me.
All right. Verify that everything.
Oh no, your other groups use this too? Ah.
Other groups
You
use
know
what?
that?
The game?
No, not the Roll20 world. I don't know.
Yeah,
why
of course.
I
I'm
have
not
a
having
different
like
feeling.
I'm not having 6 different Cerdonia games in my Roll20 catalog. They're all on this. I have like a whole. I have like I think archived how many maps? I have
It's just not that bad.
120 archived maps, and that's not the ones that I have out at the moment, even right now. But with that said, thank you, Arid, for the recap. I'm going to, I'm probably going to repeat almost 90% of what you said. But yeah, so with that in mind, we can get right into it.
Oh god, as soon as you said that, the static came back.
It sounded like you dropped the mic.
Is it still here? Because I moved my
No, you're
microphone
good.
like slightly.
We're good now.
You're good now.
Okay. Dear God. Okay. So, where we had last left off, the group had rested for the night in the capital city of Uruk, awaiting the faithful quest that could ultimately make or break the salvation of the empire. You awoke to meeting up with each other. Erud discussing some business with the innkeeper after discussing the strange creature that he had encountered the previous night. Yasrina getting a new makeover, apparently due to the trauma of the loss of Ekni, from what I could remember.
Every trauma must be followed by a glow up. Come on, guys. We all know this.
That's very true.
Then why am I still
Real.
ugly?
It's why I got the armor now.
And after attempting to research more about the demons of Abyssalus, you eventually made your way to encounter the Red Order, this group of essentially royal guard, paladins of the Empire, that would be escorting you. Alongside Junji, you had encountered a non-familiar Triton figure named Leaf of the Jagged Teeth, which Junji you would also know is one of you, probably one of you could probably decide what kind of relationship you have. It's a Triton folk from the city of Glass who had some sort of knowledge, it seemed, of Ekni, but yet couldn't really put a lot of couldn't give you a lot of information because it was but a distant memory. With that, you all had encounter on your journey, as you had began to finish preparations. You had encountered one Megan Shoffre, who was to escort you to the ship that would be taking you to the Amathion mines to begin your quest. With that, you alongside 8 members of the Red Order, 2 of which riding these elegant wyverns from the Elentrakend family, you made your way to the ship known as Curiosity, where you had encountered another figure, Killian Shoffre, supposedly Megan Shoffre's husband. But upon this introductions, certain information held back in these Kenku eyes of Erud, recognized the names Megan and Killian Shoffre, alongside the name Curiosity. And after quite a little bit of speculation, as well as a sort of very uncomfortable chat with the mage of Curiosity, known as Melinda Brooklyn, you all began to set sail from the harbor of Salos to the Amathion mines. As the day passed by to nightfall, all seemed quiet and fine. But then few began to notice that the Curiosity was passing the Amathion mines in the water, seeming drifting off in a different direction from the island. And after some awkward interactions with both Killian and Megan Shoffre, something just didn't seem right. You alerted the Red Order to this strange happenings. And as more confusion began to stir, it seemed as the confusion rose, the stability of Megan seemed to be dropping as she began to be frantically at strange phrases of seeming to smell demon blood or seeming to not know who she is or what she's doing. She seemed to be going manic. And that was when you all began to hear singing. And you come to the source of it being Melinda. After Erud flings off some eldritch blasts that don't seem to really affect her, seeming a shield spell has been cast over her. The manic craze of Megan, alongside the strange behaviors of Killian, all seemed to come at a climax. When Megan seemed to understand her purpose, to excise the rats, plagued with the disease of blight. And with that, we'll roll initiative. So, I'm gonna pull you guys over to this map, of the Grand Curiosity. See if I can get the whole map on screen. That's okay for now. So yes, at the moment, oh wait, there's previous group. Ignore these. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Rory. No. Oh dear lord. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bex, I forgot to put you on the map. Let me put that. Let me put you right down here. Why not?
That's nice. What is that?
Okay. So we have Rory, Erud, Yasrina, Bex, and then I think we're missing. We're missing Junji. Have you been able to get Roll20 with setting up properly?
Sorry, it's just my computer's taking forever to load. That's my bad.
You're fine.
What interesting tokens do you use for what are definitely ostensibly just normal normal people crewmates?
At this point, they'd probably. At this point, Junji and Bex, from the lower levels, as after Erud seems to have woken you to warn you of like strange happenings and like to prepare for potential for shit to go south. You are waking up. You're waking up alongside the rest of the Red Order, and it seems that the crew that seems to have been sleeping on the sides of the ship are sort of billowing this black void smoke that seems to be creating a layer of fog on the floor. And you have been able to start hearing this singing from Melinda, even all the way down at the lowest level of the ship, until it finally climaxes, and the crew that are all there simultaneously say, plagued with the disease of light, before a veil seems to drop over all of the crew members, as they all appear to change their shape and change their forms to what you can only assume to be their true forms. So with that, I'm actually gonna roll initiative for the actual NPCs.
Yay.
Rory and Erud, you would see that oh fuck, okay, so that's Megan. Rory and Erud, on the main deck, as you're kind of just watching, Megan kind of just lose her sanity. You can see that there's like these black void tears that seem to be trickling down her, as almost like this insanity is like slowly just driving her to tears, except for her tears don't seem like all the fucking normal. And Erud, as you're more focused on Melinda at the top of the ship, you can see that her form not really drops like a veil, but more just she thrusts her like arms out, and in just like a second, her form becomes astral white as her silky brown hair turns ethereal white and just drifts above her, and she seems to be floating just a few inches off of the ground as she takes on that appearance. And I'm gonna roll an initiative for her. At this point, Yasrina, you can also re-roll the damage for your arrow, because I know you had done that because you had hit Killian previously. I believe he did save though, so he'll take half of however much damage you deal.
No, it's okay. You can take all of it.
No, I insist. I insist.
I truly do insist. He can have it all. Come here. Where'd you go?
Why is it that the minions are doing? Why is it the minions are having better initiative rolls than their fucking main baddies?
Main baddies gotta go last so that they know what the minions are doing.
6. So he gets to have 3. Or he can have 6 if he wants.
You know 6. I like 6.
You can have 6. 6 sounds good.
I much enjoy 6.
Okay. You can see how much damage that did. Okay. With that, we're gonna get started with combat once I properly turn order so that people can actually see it on the stream. Okay. So with that, we start with Junji. At this and because everybody else's and the red order is just a bunch of NPCs, I'll say you on your turn, after your turn, they will go and you have control over them, essentially. You can just tell me what you want the red order to do. So with that, you kind of seem to be preparing for shit to go south, and shit goes south. What are you doing?
Alright. I'm trying to see who's next to me so I can see who I want to attack.
So there's Bex that's right next to you, as well as a shadow that had just as well as a crew member that had just turned into a shadow. You are on the very right side of the map, the lowest level of the ship.
Okay. Okay. Do I see anybody around me?
Are you
other
on
than
Roll20?
like? Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so you should.
I'm just a little confused. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine. So yeah, you
Okay.
should have a visual, and everything that you can, everything on that level, is what you can see at the moment.
Okay.
And also,
Alright.
Erud, you are on deck.
So.
Yep.
I'm gonna start off simple and just strike at the nearest person to me, I guess. With
Okay, that
my,
would be the.
I have my glaive on me, right?
Yeah, that would be the shadow crew, crew that is right beside you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do have your glaive on you, so you can roll to attack. I don't know if you have extra attack yet or not. You probably do. Level 5?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you should be able to just like click on your where it says glaive on your character sheet, and then it'll just roll and add your modifiers.
Did I do that? Oh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything.
Okay. Just a real quick question.
Oh,
How
I'm
many
clicking on
times
the
did
wrong
you
one, that's
how
right.
many times did you click it?
I clicked the wrong one, that's my bad.
You're fine. You're fine.
The one that on the
Oh, the
yeah,
one in
it's
your
my bad.
inventory?
Don't worry. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
scroll too far.
Okay, so
Yeah.
17 will definitely hit them. So, 14 slashing damage. Okay. You see that that you like bring up your glaive for your first strike, and you could see that it tears through their figure, and like, but it seems almost like it doesn't seem like you're tearing through like a normal human. It almost seems like you're just tearing through a cloud, but it seems like it does something, as it seems to writhe back in decent pain. but it doesn't seem like. Actually, I'd say make it like an insight check, real quick after this first attack.
Okay. No modifier for insight. No.
Yeah, okay. So, nope. Go ahead and make your second attack if you'd like to. I believe if
Second
you
what?
take if you have extra attack, you can make 2 attacks on when you take your action.
Okay. Bada bing, bada bop.
Yeah, 21 will definitely hit as well, and just barely not crit. So, you kind of do a single 2-strike kind of combo and tear through it. It seems rough. You seem like you've done quite a lot of damage to this one crew member, but he still seems like he's standing.
I'm still standing. For long.
Okay. Do you have anything you'd like to do with the bonus action?
Trying to think of what could I do with my bonus action?
I think for fighters, it's just second wind, which wouldn't really help you right now, because that's healing, and you don't really need healing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a battle master, so did you want to add any of your superiority die, to do anything with like your superiority die or like maneuvers?
Ooh.
Have you chosen your maneuvers?
It's up here on my thing. I'm pretty sure it should be. I know I did, definitely. It's weird. Where are they? No, I think I'll just end my turn.
Okay. So after your turn, the Red Order would kind of follow your lead. So you have, there are 8 members of the 7 members of the Red Order, not including yourself. 2 of which are flying above the ship on wyverns, as you can see on the opposite side of the map. What would you like them to do? Kind of just run off to the nearest person?
Fuck
Yeah.
Melinda up.
Go to who?
Melinda, the crazy psycho fucking
They're
demon
on like
lady.
the complete opposite floor from you, so they don't even know what Melinda's doing right now.
Brenham said, word of advice, go fuck that bitch up specifically.
Yeah, I think I'll have them. I'll tell them to go. Both of them to the ship with Melinda on it, right?
Okay. Who are
This
you
is all,
directing?
this is all the same ship, it's just the different floors of the ship.
Yeah. So like
So
the
you guys are
right
on the
side.
bottom right
So
now.
like the right side, you're on is the where your perspective is because you're on the lowest part of the ship, and the left side is the highest part of the ship.
Oh, okay. I thought these were 4 different ships. That's not bad.
You're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a staircase that you know if you saw my ping. There's a staircase right up
Yeah, I see
here.
it.
That leads to the upper floor. But you have currently, I think there's 7 shadow crew members on this floor, and a lot more on the second floor, on the next floor.
Okay. Ooh.
Actually, gonna stand. You doing a Matt Mercer thing? If you want them to just kind of just move over to the nearest person and just bonk, that's also perfectly fine.
Yeah. I think I'll send one to each nearest person.
Okay. So this person is gonna go. So from top to bottom, this person's gonna go to this one. The one that's like right in front of you is going to also attack the one you've been attacking. The person at the very top is actually gonna move over to here to attack that one, leaving this one. Attack here. Here. 6. And with that, they are all going to make attacks towards those crewmen. They're all able to make attacks. They can make 3 attacks. So they're gonna make 3 different attacks towards all of these, to all of them. I'm gonna do this one-handed because they have a shield. So top to bottom, let's start with the first person. 1, 2. So that first one crits, so they're gonna take all of that 9 damage, and then so yeah, you just immediately watch the first person come up and just take 2 slashes forward towards this crew member, and it instantly just dissolves into mist. You kind of just hear like a shrill, and just watch it just fade into mist.
Alright, we don't have to worry about their lives, that's good. They can be killed with impunity. The next person is also going to, this person that the person nearest to you is going to emerge from one side and just thrust his shield forward, towards the one you've been attacking. That's gonna crit, so it just immediately dies as well. As you kind of just watch that person just let me just you just like take 2 strikes with your glaive, and then the person beside you just thrust their shield forward, and it like slams the shadow into the wall, and then just like bursts into mist and fades as well. Then the next person is gonna make 2 more. That middle one is not gonna hit, but that first one crits, so that's gonna be 8, and then yeah, this one also is dead. Just in 3 simple strikes. That one is dead. And then the last 2 people, probably not. Yeah, so doesn't even need both of them. Literally the first person takes all 3 of their strikes towards this one, and it dies, dissolving into mist. You can see that as the other paladins seem to be fighting off the shadows, you can see Leaf seems to be darting for the upstairs, kind of just like trying to make his way up to help with the rest. What do you think the game plan is for the wyverns? They have breath weapons, and they have breath weapons, but they can also come down and just rip its hair if they want to. They're kind of just like 30 feet above where Melinda is right now, which I think would do it. Would be able to get close enough. Dimitri. But if you want to, if you just want them to stay back in breath weapon, that's also you can do.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at them, but roll 20 is being stupid.
Iris, I have an uber quick question.
Sure.
My violin, we have it in there as a longbow, right?
Yeah, it's a longbow, but you can also use it for your arrow.
Right. Ah, damn it. Alright. Okay.
Now I can see the laptop. I think I'll just have the wyvern stay and just use breath weapon.
Okay. So the one on the left is a black wyvern, so they're gonna have a acid. So this damage is it's gonna say lightning damage, but because the left one is a black wyvern, it's gonna be acid damage, and the one on the right is going to be force damage. So they're gonna like fly in closer, close enough to Melinda, so that their breath weapons all work. And then, yeah. So you just watch as let me check actually. Check her AC, just to make sure. Okay. So that first one doesn't crit, but that last one does crit fail. So you just watch as the two wyverns kind of drift down to the Curiosity and just look down on Melinda. The first one shoots out a cone of acid that seems to fully engulf Melinda. Okay, that seems to. She seems to, as she's kind of like drifting and looking at air. She seems poised on Erud at the moment, but then as she gets enveloped by acid, you can just hear a shrill cry through the acid. As she takes 22 acid damage. And then the second one kind of just like, the amethyst wyvern kind of flies down and like aims for Melinda with its breath weapon, but in like the heat of the moment, they just tilt up way too much and accidentally hits the black wyvern, which sending it 10 feet backwards with a force breath weapon, just as it just gets thrown backwards.
Oh my god, okay.
Isn't that one, baby?
Poor champ.
So that
I love nat ones.
So that wyvern is going to take 11 force damage. And I believe that's all of the red order. So with that, that is the end of your turn. Erud with Yasrina on deck.
Alright, so Erud, because he passed by the crew quarters to get up here, he's gonna know there are a fuck ton of motherfuckers down there. He is going to move right here. He's going to cast Grease on the stairs to make sure it's harder for any of them to get up.
Okay. So let me...
I'll ping that.
Okay, so it's a 10-foot square. Would you be able to just place a square where... here, let me place the square down so I can...
Oh, that...
Just doodle it
just
on
the
there.
first-
Little scribbles.
Okay. So I think that would, visually, that would show up just about,
Yeah.
here. So it would just completely cover this... It would just completely cover the stairway as you kind of just look down and just conjure up this pool of grease that seems to flow down into down the stairs, but doesn't seem to move any farther than that. But now these stairs are all greased up.
Alright, and Erud's going to duck around the corner, and he's going to send Seeker off to fly in the air towards Melinda.
Okay.
Seeker has a
Does
movement
the
of 30
Seeker
feet.
have its own initiative?
I think it just goes right after me. I'm
Okay.
not positive.
If it's a find familiar, it gets its own initiative. But if it's not,
Okay, yeah, then it would. It is a familiar from Find Familiar.
okay, I'll say that's normal mechanics for find familiar. Just to make it easier, I'll say it's on your turn.
All right.
So yeah, Seeker. So you
Yeah, he's-
send out Seeker, this black raven that just unfurls, almost seems to come out of your sleeve like a standard magician trick, as it just shoots off out the doorway. I think you have Seeker, so you should be able to just place it.
yeah.
Here, I got you.
All right.
Oh. Let's shrink that dude down just a tiny bit. There you go. Okay. So now
Alright.
you can move.
And he
Seeker
has, he has a 50-foot fly speed, so
Okay.
5, 10, 10, 15, and he's gonna like fly upward, so he's not in immediate range of anyone. So,
Okay. So he's kind of moving at like a diagonal upward angle as well.
yeah.
Okay.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, so he'd be like flying above Melinda, just sort of watching at this point. And
Okay.
he would take the
How-
dodge
how
action
high up
since I
would that
didn't
be?
die.
How- If the stairway up is like is high enough so that the level that Melinda is on is about 10 feet higher up than where you are right now.
Okay, then he'd probably be about here with his movement, because he'd be at least 10 feet in the air of like where Melinda is.
But if you're moving upward at the same time as you're moving forward, you would be able to just you'd be able to scale upwards without having to worry about
Alright.
about losing that movement.
Yeah, he'd be at least 10 feet up from Melinda,
Okay.
hovering there. And since I didn't command him to do anything specific other than move, he'd just take the dodge action.
Okay. You should have your it should just be a bonus action if I'm correct, if you want to do that.
Yeah, but I don't want him to go in for a bite because that is 1 piercing damage and getting him in melee range.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough. Okay. So is that the end of your turn?
yep.
Okay. Yasrina, you have just kind of you fling out your arrow. You first started combat by flinging out your arrow towards Melinda, but it seemed to have been caught just violently, unnaturally by with an arm extension from Killian before you just drew it back into your as it shot through his hand and into his sheath. As he just turns to you, his eyes are void black and seem to similarly be trickling void black tears as this void black mist seems to be just frothing off of him like dry ice.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
You also
So,
have a crew member
if
that
I
is
were
also similarly dropped down like a shadowy veil that is right beside you.
If I were to jump off of this here balcony, would that put me any further away from him just because he's higher up in the air? Like if I went,
No, I will say if you drop that 10 feet, you would take fall damage, and if you don't make a successful, you would have to take a dexterity save or you would fall prone. But yes, if you were to drop off, it's about a 10-foot drop, but you would be able to just be able to move your arrow 5 feet up as you move 5 feet forward. So you should be fine.
alright, so I'm gonna jump off the balcony over there.
Okay. Okay, so unless
going
you take
up
the
upstairs.
disengage action, Killian is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll disengage from him. A series of events playing in my head. I got this. I got this. We're good to go.
Okay. So you can move your token wherever you want to move.
And I think I go around to this side, correct?
Yes, you would
So
drop.
I'm not up there anymore?
You would essentially, yeah. It's similarly aligned. So if you, I will say if you drop, I will say like you are about here. If you can see where my ruler is, if you go off here and then drop, you would still drop 10 feet. So it would be 10 feet of your movement to drop down to the ground. So with 30 feet, you would be there.
Right there. Works for me.
Okay, so Killian is going to make
It should be right here, right?
an attack of opportunity against you. Is he gonna do that? Yes. That's a natural 1. So you see him.
Yep,
As he like looks down at his hand, which seems to be dripping this black ichor. You rush past him, and as you do, he goes for his saber and lunges forward. But you see it as it gets caught on the steering wheel mid-thrust as he just. But you manage to successfully evade his strike and jump off. I'm gonna need an acrobatics check.
That's a +9 to hit for fucking 5d6 damage. That's oh
And that life
boy.
effect that he can do once per
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, baby.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a scaly boy.
Effortlessly, just vault over the railing and drop down to the ground. You don't even like lose grip of your violin or your bowstring or your bow that you have both in your hand. That you just use with both hands on either item. You just vault over the railing and gracefully land onto the ground.
Backflip? Can I have a backflip in there?
Can you have a what?
Can I have a backflip in there?
Sure. You instead of vaulting, you kind of just jump on the railing and then you do like an Assassin's Creed thing where you like jump forward but also lean backwards. So you kind of just catch a glimpse of Killian like vigorously ripping his saber from the steering wheel before you drop down to the ground.
Beautiful. Anyways, now can I use my little seeker arrow on him?
Okay, yeah. Did I ever make a token for that? I don't think so.
Yes.
Let me try to find it from one of my
Did
I have a token, but whether or not it's something you can just drag and drop and not here. I'll find the arrow token. Give me 1 second.
It does exist somewhere.
This
if
is the
you-
kind
when
of
you
shit
drop
I should
down-
have been doing on my week-long break. I don't know why I continue to disappoint myself.
It was
There.
called a break
No,
for a reason.
You took a break for a reason.
You weren't supposed
No
to
D&D
do
on the
shit.
break.
Honestly, didn't feel like a break. Anyways, so let me give you permissions to use it or to control it.
Let's
Okay, so there's your arrow. You can now
Arrow.
move it wherever you want.
Yay, boy. Get arrowed.
Right at him.
Okay.
But where I might actually be able to get it again. Alright, oh well.
Okay, so you send it 10 feet up and then another 15 feet towards him. So that's 25 feet of movement. He's gonna make a dex save.
What?
What's up?
Oh, I don't know.
Save.
Oh, is it just a?
Ooh.
Is it an attack roll or a dex save? I think it's a dex save, and you just have it on your sheet as an attack roll.
Let's
Works
pull it
for
up.
me, bestie.
Oh, so she-
Anyways, so you beat it.
Yeah. DC 15.
Okay, let me fix this. So it's not an attack roll. It's a. Can you stop retracting the thing? Let me fucking fix it for you.
None for you.
Okay, so it should be just Dex versus your. I think it's conveniently your spell attack, your spell modifier. So that's 14. So he crit saves. So he once again
Damn.
kind of just grabs it, but this time with like 2 hands. So that way he doesn't like he's learned his fucking lesson, and he kind of just like trying to grab, and he's now just like grappled he's just grappled the thing in his hands, and it's also out of your view. So it's also out of your view, so you're not entirely sure if it did anything or not. At the moment, you kind of just think that you successfully hit him.
Bro better get his digi fingers off of my arrow. Alrighty, I'm good to go.
Oh, is that the end of your turn?
When you hit the ground, I'm probably gonna say to I think Megan's not in her right mind. So I'm trying not to hurt her.
Okay. You also take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Though gracefully, you still fell 10 feet down.
How about quick?
You stubbed your toe a little bit on the landing.
But luckily, I helped you out because you had an abysmally low HP from what you were supposed to be having.
There you go.
So now you have 50 HP. Okay. So with that, I believe that's your bonus action to use the Seeker Arrow. So unless you want to do anything with your action.
Oh yeah. Ah, what a silly goose I am. Let me measure something super quick.
Wait, that's not the right time.
What way is that? Arud, where are you? You're around the corner, I believe.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, in fact.
Aha! There's the guy.
Kind of just
Okay.
in the other room hiding.
I'm gonna send a good old little mind message over to Arud.
Okay. That is your action, so if
Give
you
me-
want to use that.
Yes.
Okay. What do you say to Arud?
Give her a little. Whenever you're ready to take on Melinda, you can use hopefully Dispel will work on her shield thingy.
Okay. What is your response? Actually,
Arud's just
you
like-
would both know that this is like the shield spell. So she kind of casted it to absolve the Eldritch Blast, but it's gone. It's pretty much gone by the end of her turn.
Right. In case she does it again. I'm
Unless you have counter spell, it's not gonna.
God damn it.
By the way, pick up counter spell if you get the chance.
That's yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. So is that the end of your turn?
Life per tip. Huh?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. I'm good to go.
Okay.
If I get a response, Arud would just say, get her down. Maybe it will break the spell on the others.
Good funds.
You know what's so funny? These things are embodiments of shadow, but they'd still probably be affected by that grease spell. So
Those are shadows. Shadows are terrifying.
they don't have anything that. This is like the standard shadow, like stat block, and they don't
Yeah.
have anything like that.
Terrifying.
They're still bound by traction.
Okay, so it's a dex save. You'd say, you said it's a dex save or fall prone. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, so all of these fuckers have 40 feet of movement.
Oh, they aren't all gonna try up the steps, are they?
No. In fact, 1, 2,
enough.
It's 3,
All right. Oh wow.
4, 5.
This kind of sucks actually. I was gonna knock them off the edge when it was my turn.
So 2 of those guys get flanking from towards you because of them. But luckily the third doesn't because Megan is just 5 feet away. 5 feet too far away. So, but with that, these guys are gonna try to make it up. So that's gonna be 5 feet, and they're gonna make. Let's see how many people can actually.
Got like no reaction spells.
You gotta pick up shield, my guy. It's such a
See, I was legit gonna switch out mage armor with shield, but I had to wait till next level.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, let's see if we get some
1, 2,
Or he's stupid
3,
shenanigans.
4, 5, 6.
They're all gonna topple on top of each other.
1, 2, 3.
You're gonna be
4,
wedged in the doorway. Three Stooges
1,
style.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't think that last guy's gonna be able to make it up. So, all right. So with that, I think 7 of those 8 that are on that are right up at the door are going to be able to make it up the stairs. So they're going to all make dex saves. And if one of them, and depending on who, and they're all going to go in order. So depending on which. So one fail, and the others behind them will have to try to maneuver around not only the grease spell but also the shadow. All right. So does first deck save?
Fail.
Oh, fuck!
That's a natural 20.
You manifested the opposite. Why would you do that? There we go.
So you watch as one manages to effortlessly drift up towards you, but the other you see kind of these Death Eater looking fuckers trying to just drift up menacingly before you see the one directly behind the first kind of just and fall
Just a
over.
thud,
Hey, yo, the pizza's here.
followed by more thuds.
What is the DC for the
15.
15? So let me just. I'm so tired. Okay, is it difficult terrain or is it just for those who save?
It doesn't say it's difficult terrain, so I assume it's just the.
Okay, so
like,
now this guy who is on the stairs, who has fallen over, is going to cause difficult terrain for those coming up.
Nice.
Speaking of, this guy is gonna move up. He's gonna make a. Okay, he saves, so he's gonna be here and kind of just drift off to here as this guy kind of pursues towards you, leaving room for this guy. The guy here is going to try to maneuver around the shadow that had fallen over and can't get up, and fails as he also just drifts around the first person and falls over to the side, just falls over as well. These guys are all going to try. Okay, so these guys are also going to they're going to try to blow past these 2 shadows on the floor. This guy kind of maneuvers around the first and then falls to the ground and tumbles down the stairs and just fucking absolutely tumbles down the stairs, having crit failed.
Let's go.
He's gonna take 4 bludgeoning damage as he falls and he leaves the fucking area. He leaves the fucking area as he falls off the stairs entirely. Jesus Christ. And
Just a bunch of shadows slipping down the stairs.
this guy is going to move up, try to blow past.
Damn,
just
meets.
barely saves, as he's probably going to make it to about here.
He does like the little slipping thing you do on ice.
And I think this last guy just barely... Oh no, he's probably going to only make it to about there because of the difficult terrain, trying to maneuver around the fallen corpses on the ground.
Also, fun fact, if they end their turn, they also have to make another dex save.
Yeah, I figured as much, but yeah, they're going to... But this last guy is also going to try to make it up. And he also just saves, so he is going to make it to just about here. So you said if they end their turn, they all automatically have to make another save?
Yep, if they end their turn in the grease.
They're gonna knock everyone else down.
So the last, let me put the indicators just to give a visual as to who's up and who's down at the moment. So this guy is down. This guy is down. This guy still on the lower level is also down. These two on the other half of the grease spell are up, but they end their turn there, trying to maneuver around the other two. So from left to right, they're gonna make dex saves.
Let's go.
They make it up the stairs and drop. One of them slips upwards, slips backwards, and cascades down the stairway again. And they're going, and the right one is going to take one bludgeoning as he kind of just collides with the guy at the very bottom, and then he just slams the guy to the side. So they both just take one bludgeoning damage as one cascades down the stairway, collides with another, and pushes him an entire 6 feet off to the next space.
Yeah, that sounds like 1 damage.
Grease LP.
Grease MVP.
And this one just falls prone where he is right now. But now every single fucking person except for this one guy at the very bottom of the stairs is now prone on their attempts to get up the stairs. As these guys in the other room are kind of just drifting over to try to just like get over, but they're just watching this fucking absolute hysterical moment just transpire, and they almost have this manic laugh. You can almost hear the manic laughter from
each other
as they just laugh at their fellow crewmates.
Actual Three Stooges bit.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And they all kind of just crowd around the stairs as the entire stairway is flooded by these things. By these wraiths, by these shadows that are just so there's just a pile of pure shadow at the staircase.
I think I might have a spell that'd be very good for this.
So only these two are able to actually do anything, and these two are going to attack. Are going to attack Erud. So they can only make one attack each. So first attack and then second attack.
Both of those will hit.
Okay. So you take 8 and then 4 necrotic damage. And then your strength score reduces by 5.
Hey, how strong are you?
I now have a 3 strength score.
Oh, fuck.
I would encourage you to read the last thing about that strength score shit.
I've ran these guys before, and it's so bad.
I also would like Constitution saving throws for the grease spell.
I the grease is actually not concentration.
You're fucking
It
kidding
just
me.
It's
stays.
just there now.
You're fucking kidding.
It's just greasy now.
You gotta
Yeah,
be shitting me. That's not concentration.
surprised
That's just
too.
a full
Like,
10
it's just
rounds
gonna go
of
away.
that shit on
The
the
man
ground.
threw grease on the ground.
It just stays there, and I can't do anything about it.
There's just grease there now.
There's just grease on the
It's
stairway
just
now.
slippery.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's just slippery.
This guy is going to drop 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
great.
4, 5, and he's actually going.
These two are going to
surprise
kill me, by
attack
the way.
Actually, end up over here. So he's going to make an attack towards Yasrina. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit your AC.
Which is gonna what? No, it don't.
Okay, so
Who is
you
it?
kind of
I'll leave it
lunge,
apart.
you kind of message, but added, you message Erud, who you see 2 wraiths just lunge forward towards his direction. At which point you catch out of the corner of your eye as you're trying to as you go to try to help Erud, you catch out of the corner of your eye a shadow coming towards you, and you move just out of the way as the shadow just towards you, just makes a wide swing that just goes wide and misses.
Hear me out. Let me punch this bitch in the face.
You
Yeah.
can certainly do so on your turn.
Now! I'll do it right now!
You see, somehow Erud looks even more decrepit.
Not real.
Okay, and then these two are going to attack these 2 that remain at the bottom. Oh, actually, is this guy still alive? I highly doubt that, actually. Now that I think about it, because none of these fuckers have survived. So that guy I'm going to just assume is dead, because I don't think I actually rolled for him. But at the very bottom, at the bottom floor of the ship, as you can see, Leaf is trying to go for the staircase. You can see 2 more shadows approach towards him, and one's going to life drain towards Leaf, and one is going to life drain towards the other paladin. So towards Leaf, and then towards the other paladin. That's gonna be a hit and then a miss. So Leaf takes 8 necrotic damage and is going to reduce his strength score by how much? That's my question to answer. 2. As you can see, as he tries to turn around the corner, you could just see a shadow lunge forward and plunge his arm into Leaf's chest, and you can just see like necrotic energy kind of just build up as the shadow kind of just rips its arm from his chest. Where is he? I'm trying to look up for him on the journal, but I'm struggling. There he is. Okay. And his strength score reduces by 2, so that's gonna be a 16. Goes from 18 to 16. How impactful? So I think actually his attack rolls are gonna be reduced by 1. But with that, last but not least, 3 attacks, 3 life drain attacks towards Rory. 2 of which are at advantage.
I got decent
So
strength.
the first, I'll do the 2 with advantage first. 1, 2.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 22
Yeah,
doesn't beat your AC.
No, both of those
I mean,
don't. Right,
A
both of
22
those
doesn't
hit.
crit.
Both of those hit.
Okay, both of those hit. So you take 9 and then 8 necrotic damage, so 17. And then your strength score reduces by 4.
Okay.
And then the last one is going to make an attack with just normally without advantage. 15.
That does not hit.
Okay. So you missed the most powerful of the 3 attacks as you can see them both kind of plunge and grab grab either side of your arms. You could feel the necrotic energy kind of pulling at your like muscles and seems to like strain your arms. And you just look as the last one kind of lunges forward towards your face, and you kind of duck out of the way, ripping the grasp away from the 2 shadows, and missing as the other one makes a miss towards your face, literally just inches away, and pulls backwards. Okay. With that, Yasrina. Actually, let me do something. Let me just verify real quick.
Bro, I can't wait until Yasrina and Erud just get into a fist fight one of these days.
Yeah.
Erud is going to fucking die if he gets attacked again.
So,
Yeah.
Yasrina, as you dodge away from the shadow in front of you, you actually hear the loud boom as Killian drops down to your level. He is holding your arrow in one hand as he says, "That's not gonna work twice, miss." And just lunges forward with his blade.
Did he take
See,
fall
but this
damage?
dumb bitch is still holding
yeah, he's
my
gonna
arrow
take-
in his
I mean,
hand.
yeah,
I
he's
can
gonna
rip
take
it back through his fucking fingers again.
He's gonna take 2.
Let me take this bitch's fingers off,
Why can't I?
please.
You can certainly do so on your own goddamn turn. Be patient.
See, but this bro's like, you ain't gonna do it again. Watch me. Bro's about to have no more fingers.
Oh god.
Okay. So Killian is going to make 3 attacks towards Yasrina. One of which is going to be a life drain. So he's going to make both of them with one hand as he's holding your arrow in the other hand. 1, 2, and 3. Does a 23 exceed your AC by 10? What is your AC at the moment?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
She's a 12.
She's a 12. So that's actually
So,
going
yes.
to exceed your AC by 10, so you're going to double that necrotic damage on the last attack. So
What if no?
he looks down, he looks at you, this menacing presence just towering over you, and he just lunges forward. He strikes at you, slashing across your chest, and tearing up your new costume. God damn it! A slash across your chest, taking 12 slashing damage, and then he completely misses with the next one as you manage to duck out of the way, and it slams into the side of the wall again. He just and brings it down one more time on you for a 23 to the life drain. So you take 12 and then 38 necrotic damage. So that's gonna be 50.
Ooh.
It's Doge over.
And
And I'm
does
also
the
gonna
life drain too?
And I'm also gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, DM roll.
DM? Oh no, not. You don't have to worry about not DM roll. That's not your. It's not your death save yet.
Ow, I'm dead.
But you
Hey,
still
below
get the
deck,
effects.
you
But
got
you still
this.
suffer the effects of the life drain effect from the last attack.
But I did.
You're reduced.
Yeah,
you're
but you might be
unconscious,
dead.
but
You
You're
might
not
be
dead
dead.
yet.
Oh,
You're
oh god.
unconscious.
I told
This
you guys Rita was
Constitution
gonna
thing.
die this episode.
Living is dead.
God, I'm so ready to let her go.
There's a non-zero chance we all fucking die this episode.
Yeah, when you have 50 fucking shadows on screen.
Hey,
If
it's
I
only
get hit with-
29, and you can see how
haven't-
squishy they are from the mouth. You've seen how
It don't
squishy
matter
they
how
are.
squishy they are. You get hit by 3 of them and you're dead.
But
Not
squishy as in
like
health.
making
No
saving
AoE,
throws.
no.
Dead.
Squishy as in health. You literally just watched the paladins wreck shop. Okay.
At best, I can kill.
So
Okay.
unfortunately, that is a fail to your con save. So your max HP is dropped to 12.
Oh, oh yay!
Aw,
That's nice. So nice.
We are
like
getting.
permanently?
Love it.
So you get a slash across your
Oh.
chest. He makes another strike. It plows into the wood, splintering it, and then cascades across. And as you try to bring up your violin again to pull the arrow out of his hand, he rips it out of the wall and just slashes you across, and just slashes you a large gash across your face. And you can see on that last strike, some necrotic flames seem to emanate from that final blow as it gashes across your face, and you topple to the ground unconscious.
Guys, I'm literally in mourning right now.
With that,
Fucking, your family's about to be in mourning.
with that, Bex.
No, they won't be. You met him.
You got it, Vex.
Alrighty.
He goes before me.
How do I do my cool whippy thing again? What do I need to roll for that?
Yes,
it
we
is
just
a-
died. I don't know what to tell
They're
you.
going to have to make a. You're gonna make an attack roll. With your rapier, and they're gonna have to make a dex save that exceeds that attack roll. Otherwise, they get grappled. Otherwise, they get grappled.
Okay.
But you have to. But at the moment, you're kind of just surrounded by allies and dead shadows.
Yeah, no, I kind of gotta move first. These guys down here, I can get there, right?
They are on the same level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
the two
move.
guys that, the two shadows at the very bottom are at your level. I don't think you're in range, and also you are, there's like a stairway that blocks your
Yeah,
view.
so I'd have to go around.
Yeah, you'll have to go like around this central column and the stairway in order to get a visual. I'd say you have to get to about here in order to see them.
I can make it there.
Okay, yeah.
Like right there. Hello, peeky, peeky.
Okay.
Can I do
And
it from
then-
there? Does that work?
Yeah, that works. So with that, you can make. With that, you see them, and you and with your gem glowing, with your blackened gem kind of glowing on your rapier, you thrust the butt of it forward. Go ahead and make an attack roll with your rapier.
I
Okay.
did it.
So
Wasn't
they're
good.
going. So the shadow does not have magical resistance, so he's going to make a normal dex save, and he's going to succeed. So you thrust it forward, and you see this black tendril kind of just shoot out of the gem towards the shadow, and you just see as I'll say it's focused on Leaf, and it's kind of and it's not paying attention to its side. It's not expecting an attack from behind it. So go ahead and re-roll that rapier attack.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god,
A
dude.
little better. Still not very good.
Has
Oh my
Vex
God,
hit an
dude.
attack yet?
Yeah, so
Today,
you kind-
no.
No,
the shadow
I
kinda
mean
re-
ever.
The shadow
mean ever.
rears back from its original attack and looks back towards you as it hears you approach, and you thrust the butt of the rapier towards it. A black tendril shoots out, but the shadow kind of just avoids it. It almost seems like it almost like the tendril passes through the shadow's visage as a bit of it kind of like kind of rears away from the actual tendril, but you throw it back. That is your action. Do you have a bonus action?
I can do a bonus action to hide, correct?
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Okay. You are in decent amount of low light in order to do so. So yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. Why my rolls so
Oh my
bad?
god, dude. Oh my god.
It's never been more Jover than it is right now.
They have like the
It's-
most standard
it's
passive
over.
perception. A 10 would have succeeded, but you see the staircase. There's an open bottom to the staircase, so you kind of just duck under. You try to duck underneath of here to try to get to try to hide from the shadows. But then you like look back at the shadow, and it's just watching you through the slated staircase. There's just multiple openings, and underneath the staircase that could just watch you from. But it can still see you. Your stealth check has failed, unfortunately. Is that the end of
My
your check?
man is simply trying his best.
He is trying his best, unfortunately. Megan. So Megan after her her seemingly true understanding of everything going on, she's just been smiling at like self-absolved, doesn't even seem to be paying attention to what's going on. But as she's just looking off into the, and you kind of like turn back to look at her, she kind of just lunges forward in a burst of this black void mist, almost like, and lunges towards you. Unfortunately, where is Megan's snap block? That is the question.
So she's got advantage, but like it's fine. It's not even a big deal.
Oh god, the mage. No, the mage has not gone yet.
The mage has not gone yet.
So, you see you see two blades holstered at either side, lunge forward, and as they leave their scabbards, you can see that they are almost contrailing this void black ichor that lunges forward and she's gonna make I'm gonna reduce that heavily. Hold on. You're welcome, America. The original stat block was these were gonna deal 7d6 damage, so they're only gonna deal 3d6. But she's gonna make 3 shadow sword attacks towards you. And they're gonna be with advantage because of the the dude behind you. So with that,
Get? All right. What?
Okay, so
How
that's
many?
a 24 and a 19. Does
All
what
those
is your
hit.
2 of those hit?
Oh,
All of them.
my
hit.
AC is 17.
Okay.
I might be dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
So you take 13, 29, 47 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
All right, abandoned ship. It's Jover.
You watch as she bursts forward with these blades and just like makes gashes all across your chest before the last strike kind of knocks you off your feet and you fall and you collapse on the ground. Actually, wait, no, you don't. I completely forgot. Somebody I completely forgot is constantly here, and I didn't even realize. You watch her leap forward, and her first blade of strike collides with something in front of you. There's a sound of
Something
pinging
there?
metal that rings on the deck of the ship. As a blue light seems to begins to and the visage of a shield kind of appears, followed shortly by the visage of your father that is currently right in front of you,
My dad's
completely
gonna
blocking the
die.
fucking
You're
attack.
gonna kill my
As
dad
I
because he's
completely
hitting
forgot
the
that
counter too hard.
Tithonus was going to join you on this voyage to save his
yeah,
goddamn
I'm sure
company.
he was.
So yeah, now your father is here and he
That's
has
like
this
you
nice
killed
ass
his
shield,
mommy.
and he seems to have a nice ass shield.
That's
We
what
need to get the action
That's like
economy
eight
back on our
money.
side. We need to get the
gonna
action
die.
economy back in our favor.
Let's die again.
But all of those fucking miss as the shield as he blocks all of those strikes with the shield.
Better your dad die than all of us.
No. Yeah, speak for yourself. The man who never met him.
Okay. Listen, do you want to be dead? I don't.
I want my dad to be dead instead.
Well, that's the choice.
What am I gonna tell mom?
L. fucking
hell?
Cope. Like,
What am I gonna tell mom?
should have got a better ship.
unbelievable.
Next time, send a ship that isn't fucking haunted.
God damn it. Okay.
My dad's here. Isn't that
Okay,
so
with
nice?
that, yeah, your dad is here. But unfortunately, his turn had just passed, and he's just observing all of it.
Thanks, Dad.
But at the end of his turn, but at the end of Megan's turn, as she almost looks like a complete like shock, just what the fuck, just like eyes just go from like crazed to just drops her demeanor at the sight of your at the sight of your father, just towering over her like a good like he's like a decent 6 feet too. And
When I see him, I'm definitely gonna tell him, hey, she's mind controlled. I mean, I gotta take out the witch, because I don't want her to be hurt.
okay.
Honestly, at this point, fuck it. I don't think we can take survivors.
Hey, look, man, she was clearly struggling with this shit.
Maybe if we kill the mage, all the shades will go away. Copium.
That's what I'm hoping.
Copium.
Cause like, look, please don't metagame, Miss DM, but like, there is like a direct line up these steps. I got a nice rook dash that I can do.
Yeah.
If it so happens that she doesn't move.
Yeah.
That might be helpful.
Where Lily said, life pro tip, don't move from that spot. Aaron style.
Okay. Let me. Oh no, don't worry. She's not going to leave. She's. Let me check something real quick.
Don't worry, dear.
She's gonna
not
kill my
move.
dad.
She's just gonna fucking destroy you.
She's just going to murder my father. In cold
Power word kill. Your dad's dead. L.
right then and there.
Well,
Fucking rocks fall. Your dad dies.
Middle of the ship.
Bro.
bro,
Guys,
Aaron just
we're
needs
clearly
to
dying
figure out
again.
what People he's bringing
I'm
back.
going to make a deck save for. Let me add this because I.
Say.
Aaron, you might have to toss Yasrina into the vampiric touch book. I hate to break it to you.
Fucking I'll draw a little stick figure picture of you.
Me and Ekimi about to come out like a weird, mangled, inky
You
mess.
see that her focus kind of she's been poised on Erud until he disappeared around the corner, at which point she focuses her attention on the two wyverns towering, flying above her, and with she lunges, she like builds up and shoots out a line of lightning towards the amethyst wyvern, who is going to make a dex save. As a 100-foot line of lightning just arcs straight towards both the rider and the wyvern and its rider. Struggling with words.
The wyvern and its wyvern.
Shut up, okay? Okay, it's wait, let me check the DC. Because it might be different. It's 17, not 15, but it still misses. Misses the wyvern. Let me check something real quick. It misses the wyvern.
Please
But there is still a person on top of that wyvern.
I mean, that's true. But like, it don't matter.
Who's gonna roll at disadvantage because they can't really move.
But if you think about it, he has half cover because the wyvern.
It's a magical line of lightning that shoots regardless of the cover. Okay, so with that, that's I wanted to roll damage. Why can't it roll damage?
I hit the fucking wyvern god.
So that's going to be
You know, it'd be really funny if I knocked her off the boat.
so that's going to be 31 lightning damage towards the rider. I'm trying to do math in my head.
Because Rena's dead body gets electrocuted
And
again.
15 towards the
That's right.
wyvern.
Does it work as a defibrillator and it starts my heart again?
How much is it?
As you
How
can
much is
see,
a health
it like
potion?
as you can see, the wyvern sees the buildup and tries to maneuver out of the way. You can see as the lightning streaks towards it, it is able to move, but it also moves. It moves in the direction where it doesn't really hit a prominent figure on a prominent aspect of the wyvern. But as the lightning pierces through the wyvern, it strikes a direct hit towards the rider, as lightning courses through both of them. Taking that kind of damage. But yeah, that is going to be the end of Melinda's turn. Rory, finally.
It's me! How much does healing potion do? I know I have one.
A healing potion does.
We all do, except for GMG. It's just so you guys remember.
Healing potion does 2d4 plus 2.
Alright,
Once I get a fucking potion of giant strength, there ain't nothing to do for me. I don't need the help.
Does that take an action, a bonus action? I mean, it doesn't really. I'm gonna use my bonus action.
It's a bonus action to drink it. I think I remember specifically. It's a weird concept. It's a weird mechanic where it's a bonus action to drink it, but it's an action to give it to somebody. But yeah, so you can drink it on a bonus action.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna drink that. Get 2d4 health back, because Lord knows I need it.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay, so you gain 6 hit points.
41. So that's my bonus action. I'm gonna take out my rook, which normally takes a bonus action, but I can use it as an action, right? Right? I think.
I'd say no. It's like a specific. You can only have one bonus action and one action at the same time.
Alright, in that case, I take it back. I will not be taking that healing. Because right now, there are more important things, like killing that fucking witch. The rook would do damage to my father, correct?
Yes, it would do damage to anybody, regardless of if they're an ally or not.
Yeah. Can I want to use Careful Spell, if I can. On him, so he has advantage on that saving throw.
Okay. Towards using your rook.
Yes.
Okay.
If I can.
It's a magic item. I'll allow it. So yeah. Normally it would just be your spells, but because it's a magic item, I'll say he just gets it because it's magic. They're one and the same.
They're one and the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Careful spell
All magic
isn't
is the
even
same. What are
an
you talking about?
advantage.
What is it?
Careful spell is an advantage. They just succeed it. They
Oh,
still take
they
like
succeed
Oh, they
it.
succeed
they
it.
still
so
take the half damage.
so they
If-
automatically
like-
succeed, but they take half of the damage.
Okay.
If it's like
where you going?
Favor take half.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to take out my rook and beeline it right there, which will hit.
Okay.
He
yeah,
automatically succeeds.
I will say if
These
the,
three
if,
gotta make saving throws.
I will say if the shadow that's right at like in the top of this triangle fails its save, you collide with it.
Okay. I can do this differently, I guess. Let's see.
If you want to
If I go
disengage,
right
if you want to
here-
just move out, yeah, if you just want to move so that you're right there instead.
Yeah, can I go right here?
Yes, you will
'Cause
take
in that
attack
case,
of opportunity
I'm
from
going-
one of them, but yes.
I'm going to attack this guy so I don't do that. Regardless if I hit because of my mobile feat.
Okay, so you're gonna use an action to attack him, but then you don't have any turn. You don't have the rest of your turn for the rook.
I have a bonus action for the rook. It says
You
it takes
used your
a
bonus action to drink the potion.
And I took that out because I realized I couldn't do that.
Oh, you're not drinking the potion at all?
I'm not drinking the potion.
Okay, never mind.
No potion. I'm back at 35
What the
health.
fuck just flipped? My setup. No. My overlay just now has Dimitri. Oh wait, no, it's
So I'm gonna
I
roll-
thought someone dipped because the whole setup got swapped around.
That's not
So
bad.
I'm
I
gonna go
accidentally
to
hit a
attack
button.
that dude.
Okay. So 13
I
does
don't know
hit.
if that hits or not. Sweet.
So he's gonna take.
That'll be.
What
Why is it 2d4? It should be 1d4 plus 1d4 cold. Did I put it down wrong?
That's also a D8. That's also 2d8s of cold.
I don't know why it's like that. I think the first one is. It says it's 2d4 plus 3. So the first one is regular, the second one's cold plus 3.
Is the
9 damage.
It's the cold damage. The cold damage is added. The two damage. The two damages are added on top of each other. So it's a total of 16 damage. It's a total of 16 damage.
Okay, and since he is within 5 feet of my father, I get to add sneak attack.
Oh, do you now? Oh shit.
So that's 4 extra damage.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's literally 1 HP away from killing it.
That's fine. I only did it to be able to sneak away from
I
him.
will say though, make an insight check when you can. An insight check as you make it.
Yeah, I can
it's
do
a
that.
passive thing. So as you just like, arc as you make a slash across the shadows, kind of just across the body with your blade. Oh my god, you guys suck
Alright.
with these insight checks. What the fuck?
There you go.
Okay,
Is
so
your
nothing
insight-
happened, and you
Yeah,
continue.
nothing?
This is literally the easiest fucking.
Hey, since I had to move for that, I'm gonna take back my sorcery point as well, because he's no longer in the range of it,
Okay.
since it's 5 feet around me,
Yep.
I believe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And now, I'm gonna use my rook to beeline it at the lady.
Okay.
So these two will take... Dex saves?
Yeah, it's a dex save from both of them. So that so bottom, and then right. So I think they both fail.
I don't think either of those, yeah. So that's 2d6 damage.
What is the DC?
Oh.
Oh.
Let me look at it
Dude!
again.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what's going on. You can
it's
see-
so over.
You
The
overstop
Jover
with
level
the
is up.
over.
target within 5 feet of the line. Must make a dexterity saving throw or take.
It's
I
fine,
assume it's
fine.
my-
saving up for the high rolls towards Melinda here.
Yeah, I assume it's my save DC because it doesn't specify. So which would be 15.
Huh. Okay, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it's just your
Let's see,
spell save DC
specifies
for
later.
now. But yeah, you arc your blade across the chest of this one shadow. There's a large open wound that seems to kind of billow there. As you can almost see its void black smoke kind of froth into mist as the cold damage takes effect. And you move, and in that moment you kind of dash in between the two other shadows before rushing forward in a blaze of fire towards Melinda. they both fail, so they kind of just writhe back from the fire damage, and you just gun it towards Melinda. I will say,
Okay.
if she succeeds this deck save, you will go off of the ship. Because there's
I don't know what you're
railing.
talking about. I'll make it work. I can swim.
Okay, so with that,
Not that we. didn't
she's
say
gonna
that
have
earlier.
advantage because this is a magical, because she has magical resistance.
Well, that's dumb.
But she only has a
Okay.
+2 to this roll. What's
On double.
what's your
one.
DC?
That'd be 15.
15. So she needs to roll a 13 or higher. You don't want that.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20. So as she
Oh
shoots a lightning towards the amethyst wyvern, she quickly turns to you as you come rushing towards her, and she drifts out of the way and kind of moves off, and just simply moves off to the side as you shoot off the edge. She still takes the she takes one fire damage. She takes
2d6?
one fire damage as you kind of breeze her by.
Okay.
But
I
then
got Misty Step. I'll go back on the ship
but you
next turn.
she manages to move off to the side here as you know, there's a railing.
There's an arc.
There's a railing there.
There's
So
an
you
arc.
kind of just
Oh.
shoulder into this railing, completely eviscerating it as wood splinters and scatters into the sea below. But you kind of comes to a stop. Is there a blast radius on this? On that final big boom
Let me
thing?
see. On a success, the target takes 2d6 damage, and you pass
As
by
you
the
look to
creature
that,
without
I'm gonna-
provoking opportunity attack.
Yeah, restless.
Top back 10 feet, the opposite direction. The creature is one size larger. The creature is only 5 feet. It doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing a blast radius.
Okay. I did.
Just 5 feet, I guess.
I do remember like thinking about that. So if it's not there, then that means there's no blast radius. So you kind of just
I
deal
mean,
all of this damage to the side of the
I
ship
knock people back.
as
fine.
as the wood breaks and splinters, but you catch yourself on the very edge of the ship, just looking into the dark abyss.
Hey, I do. Now this is completely because I didn't catch it at first, so it's completely okay if you don't want to do it. A green flame blade? Could I have used that instead of just a regular attack, just to kill that guy?
Is it a bonus action?
No, well, it's a part of my attack action.
It's a part of your attack action. Okay.
Yeah, essentially it's a cantrip that makes you make a weapon attack.
I'll say if you want to.
I didn't catch it at first. So.
I'll say.
It would kill that guy and spread onto the other guys, which we.
I'll say yeah, for the sake of it, just so that you can kill this guy. It literally does not matter if you deal the lowest amount of damage with that extra flame blade. He's done.
But it does spread to the others. If that
It
changes
does spread to
anything.
the others. Okay. Does it spread to Tithonus?
On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack normal effects and cause green flame blade to reap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it.
Okay. So it'll streak off to this guy. How much damage does that deal?
For me, since I'm 5th level, spells attack. Well, where does it say it? I'm gonna hit the target. It equal to a spellcasting modifier plus a D8, so it'd be a D8 plus 7.
Okay.
So that'll be 13.
It's literally just 1 HP left on this guy.
Nice. Alright, well now that I've made myself a threat to the witch lady, we can continue fighting.
Okay. So yeah, after you, in the moment of using a mixture of cold and heat energy, kind of just radiating off of this dagger, you kind of just tears away at the shadow in front of that you had attacked as the flames kind of seep off to the side and just ricochet towards this other shadow, who you can see kind of like embers begin to billow all around its visage, almost like it's about to like burst, with almost like it's like seeping and like about to like cracking at its skin. But it does manage to survive the attack, barely. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
That's everything I could possibly do.
Alright, so now we are back at the top of the round. With that, we have Junji. And the rest of the boys. So a little recap. Nothing really happened with your paladins except for the ones on the wyverns. Leaf got one of your paladins got hit with a successful life drain. And the Amethyst Dragonborn got hit with a fucking lightning bolt alongside its rider.
Oh yeah.
There are two shadows left at the bottom and at the back end of the level you're on. And there is a staircase just beside them, where you can see Bex is kind of just like crouched behind the stairway, kind of just like watching the shadows through like a slated stairway.
Will I be able to make it in time to get to those two that are by the staircase?
It would more rely on your movement. So unless you have anything to add to your movement, you have 30 feet of movement, so 15. So at the moment, your two paladins that are there are kind of blocking the view of your path of the two shadows. You might be able to make it.
You use a glaive, right? I think that might be a reach weapon. I'm not sure though.
Glaives I don't think have reach. Let me check.
I'm not sure. I might be thinking of something else.
No, it does have reach, but I think it does have reach. So you would be able to get up to your paladins and kind of move and still be able to attack them because you have 10 feet of range with that glaive.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you
give me a second to.
You kind of move up to this guy, move around him, and end up right here. You can make 2 attacks with your glaive. Uh, 23 is going to crit, and so is a 22. So that's going to be 28 and then 22. So in like 2 sweeping strikes over top of your paladins, you kind of just like in 2 strikes, just completely eviscerate one after the other the two shadows on the other side in front of you. Just completely gone from full to no HP in a single strike. Okay.
Hey.
That is your turn. Well, no, that is your action. Do you want to do anything else? I think you have like 5 feet of movement left.
You do have a racial ability to double your speed, just for free. Tabaxis are funny.
They're silly.
Billies and Oh yeah. Once per yeah, feline agility. Just once per turn, you can just decide to once per. You can't use it again.
It comes back if you spend your turn not moving.
Yep. Until you move 0 feet. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, you can just do that if you want to. And just double your movement.
Yeah, can I double my movement and make my way over to the stairs?
Yeah, so you'd have to kind of push past your 2 paladins at the moment. But if you want to, since all 3 of you kind of have the same turn, you kind of can kind of just move, just all at once. As you all just kind of make your way, just slowly up the stairway. You could see, as you kind of walk up the stairway, you could just see Bex is hiding underneath of the stairway. But you can make it up there. That will be another 10, 20, 30 feet of movement. So you have, so by there you have, can I move these? Can I do stuff? Thank you. I am having a fun time with Roll20 right now. So these guys are kind of in front, but you have 5 feet of movement as you get up the stairway, and you can see just the cluster of shadows that are all like just watching as they are all struggling to get up these stairways with just a pool of grease that seems to be coating the floor.
Yummy.
God damn it.
Should I work with the wyverns? This turn too.
Yes, you'll have access to the rest of your paladins and your wyverns. In fact, actually, they could probably, using all of their movement, they could probably get to about the 2 in front of you can probably get to about there. So one of them can make their 3 attacks towards the one shadow there.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. And then let me check the movement of the rest of them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the rest of these guys on the lower level all kind of just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so yeah, 1 can successfully make those attacks. It's gonna do so, because I don't see why it would not. And that's gonna be 1, 2. Yeah, no, it's dead. On simply 2 strikes, it goes from 16 to 0. Could you real quick make an insight check again, this time with advantage because you have your paladins with you? Please, for the love of God, succeed. I'm also going to turn on my fan because it is abysmally hot in my room.
Did you say with or without advantage?
Insight with advantage.
Okay.
Should be a
You
thing
can do it, I believe in you.
At the top of your screen.
I don't believe in him. He's pretty stupid.
Be insightful.
I'm waiting for the thing to get pulled up. My ancient ass computer.
Hey, good thing you don't need to be smart for insight. That's a wisdom stat.
Oh. Yeah, he don't got wisdom either.
You know.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
What would I add? The
If you you should be able to
Bonus.
just click insight where it says listed on your skills check, on your skill checklist. You should be able to just click insight and it'll roll and add your modifiers. Which is 0 because you don't have any modifiers.
Oh, okay.
We are not a wise party.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness for the
A
advantage.
10 would have been fine. You kind of see, you've been like slaughtering all of these crew members in your wake, and as you've been slashing with your weapons, they all seem to be doing not as much damage as they should. And that is also partially my fault because they have because what you would realize is they have resistance to non-magical weapons. But your weapons alongside their weapons are all magical, so that effect should not have been happening this entire time. So my bad. Yeah. So you learn they have resistance to non-magical weapons. Which is no fucking problem to you because all of your weapons are magical. With that said, are your two you? Oh, I'm struggling right now with my words. Could I get a 2d6, please? Just roll a straight 2d6. Okay. So the two wyverns that had you both used their breath weapons before, do not recharge those. You need a 4 or a 5 on. No, you need a 5 or a 6 on those rolls in order to recharge the breath weapons. So with that, what do you want your wyverns to do? Your wyvern people to do?
Chomp her ass.
Can I send... the...
Your two, I will say, your two riders have, your two riders have spears, which they can, I think,
Throw?
Yeah, they can be thrown.
But
But they only got one.
Okay. I'll send the purple wyvern down actually on to the deck instead of being up in the air.
Okay. So Rory, you kind of burst into the railing, turn to Melinda, who's looking towards you with intent before you just see boom, just the crashing, just the massive amethyst wyvern just crash to the ground, and the amethyst wyvern is gonna make 2 attacks. Well, both with his bite. Oh my fucking god! So that's a natural 20, and the second but the second attack does not hit. So it's gonna be.
We take those.
That's going to be 22 reduced to 11 piercing damage.
11? Damn.
Magical.
She seems to be resistant to a lot.
A pizza
what?
with nothing.
Resistance to what?
To a lot.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
a
it's
non-magical
non-magical
attack.
damage. Yeah.
But then my rogue
quite a wide spectrum.
like it don't matter that much. But my rogue should have done 2 damage instead of 1.
Okay, so the amethyst wyvern is on the floor, is on the deck. 1 successful attack, 1 miss. what would you like your black wyvern to do?
I want him to stay up in the air, but can they come closer to the ship? Because I know they got knocked off in my first round.
Yeah, they were only knocked back like 10 feet, so they'll move back. They'll move back closer. Do you want them lowering down so that they can attack Melinda from the air?
Like not touching the deck, but like a little bit above the deck.
Yep, they can do
Is
that
what
and
you're
then
saying?
still be able to attack.
Yeah.
Melinda.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
So this black wyvern is actually going to get advantage on his claw attacks because he's because of the amethyst wyvern. Both of those miss.
Bro.
Wow. Okay.
So Rory, you just watched the two wyverns kind of tag team each other, tag team Melinda as one gets a successful just grasp in its jaws of Melinda, almost shaking about before letting her go and trying again, but Melinda, now focused on the amethyst wyvern, kind of dodges out of the way. In turn, dodges the kind of swipes with by the black wyvern that kind of slashes forward with two of its claws. Both of them miss. But you see one of them does successfully hit, but you see it kind of bounces off of her. An aura of magic seems to be emanating. Mage armor.
Oh, mage armor. Okay.
Only a +2, but it's still a decent +2.
Yeah.
So with that is the end of Junji's turn. Erud with Yasrina on.
Alright. I'm gonna do a very funny move, and I'm gonna cast Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and in I didn't realize when I leveled up, it set my spellcasting ability back to Charisma, so the DC is actually 17.
Okay. Oh well, it still says DC 17 on the in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a
And that is a
do you
20-foot
Are you centering
sphere.
it like so that everybody except you is in the radius?
Pretty much. I want to put it like right about here, so it would also extend a little bit down the stairs.
Okay. It's a
That
20
kill the
foot
people next to you?
radius.
Yeah, I want to make sure I hit the two next to me.
I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah, I'm not great at visualizing spheres or drawing them freehand, but 20-foot sphere.
That would be about that.
All right. Yeah, I want to try and make sure that doesn't hit any friendly. So if I need to, I will place it in like the corner. Just
Yeah, so
making
about
sure
there
these
is
two...
how.
All
About
right.
there will get will save everybody. In fact, these the two people just down here that had kind of just that are kind of just at the stairway also take also this guy is also prone. I don't know why I didn't put the original marker on him, but this guy here is prone. Anyway, so all of these guys are going to make what is the save?
They only make the save when you start their turn there.
Oh, when they start the turn. Okay. Do they
Yeah,
automatically
and
take
if
that damage?
No, they only make the save when they start their turn and if they end the turn as well.
Okay.
If they start the turn, they take the cold. If they end the turn, they take the acid and they be restrained.
Okay. Just so you know, if any of them crit fail, you immediately kill them. Okay. So with that is your
All
action.
right. Yes, and since they are all now blinded because they're fully within the area,
Nice.
Oh shit.
I-
Okay.
I'm going to back up here.
And they can't. That's good.
Yeah. Is this window